Certified civilian arrest warrant issued from the several states of the American Union. Full faith and credit. This is a notice and knowledge. Valid intrastate certified warrant claim issued by a civilian through the several states of the American Union. Trial by certificate for colorable tax evasion schemes. This is a civilian arrest warrant for colorable authority. A trial by certificate is where the evidence of a person certifying is the only proper criterion of the point in dispute, as when the issue is whether the identity of the certificate registrant was used without authority to abstract par value for the creation of trust right to payment account. This is tried by the certificate of the registrar issuer in writing under his seal. The color of law, the appearance of legal right but without the substance. The misuse of power possessed by virtue of state law and made possible only because the wrongdoer is clothed with the authority of the state. Note the state with the lower s as in estate, as in the real party in interest, indispensable party, state registrar, treasurer. Color of office. The pretense of an official right to do an act by someone who has no such right. Color of office. The pretense of an official right to do an act by someone who has no such right. Color of title. Apparent title. The appearance or semblance of title, but not the reality. Color of title. Apparent title. The appearance or semblance of title, but not the reality. There is no title. Color of title, apparent or semblance, but not the real title. Color of authority. The semblance or presumption of authority of a public officer, derived from his or her apparent title to office or from a writ or other apparently valid process in his or her hand. This is a pretended, fictitious, factitious authority. Deprivation of taking away or confiscation, deprivation of property without due process of law. The seizure, removal, withholding, denial, stripping, loss, foreclosure, theft, sequestration, dispossession, divesting, attachment, commandeering, impounding, usurpation, conversion, and stealing. Registrant, the person who registers, as in registering securities or registering currency issuances. Applicant, candidate. Registrar, an officer who is in charge of keeping records. See account, recorder, treasurer, clerk, officer, official. Registrar is an accountant, recorder, treasurer, clerk, officer. License, permission to do that which otherwise would be illegal. A trespass, a tort. A license to practice law. License, permission to do that which otherwise would be illegal. A trespass, a tort, or a tort. A license to practice law. The example so fitting, a license, attorney, practicing lying law. Licensee, a person acting for his or her own purposes, who has a privilege to enter or remain on land due to the express or implied consent of the possessor of the land. Licensee, a person acting for his or her own purposes, who has a privilege to enter or remain on land due to the express or implied consent of the landowner. Lie, the uttering or acting of that which is false for the purpose of deceiving. Deliberate untruth, intentional misstatement, perjury, deception, falsification, coloring, exaggeration, as in colorable authority, colorable office. Honest service fraud is defined in the federal statute as a scheme or artifice to deprive another of the intangible right of honest services. Honest service fraud is defined in the federal statute as a scheme or artifice to deprive another of the intangible right of honest services. Duty, a legal or moral obligation. Duty to support one's children, a mandatory act. Responsibility, charge, requirement, trust, chore, function, commission, debt, disability, assignment, role, pledge, dictate, office, engagement, duty. These definitions were pulled from the West Legal Thesaurus Dictionary. Visit us at our website, www.aobm.agency.